Have you been going to the gym for months and months on end and seen almost no results? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you what I wish I knew when I was starting out, and I've been in the gym now over 20 years. I am currently about 215, 220 pounds, 6'2". I've been at this same weight for probably more than 15 years now, and I've been a natural lifter my whole life. And the number one question that I get from my clients and people in my community is, how long does it actually take before I see good results? That's number one question. Number two is, how long will it actually take in order to be completely ripped? Like be in really, really great shape with a decent amount of muscle, six-pack abs, and generally having that, when you take your shirt off at the beach or some kind of, pool party or wherever else, you get that wow look, like everybody's in awe on the way you look. So let's cover these two questions first. Number one, how long does it take to get results? The answer is always, always, always longer than we wish. I'll tell you this. Generally speaking, when you either Google or look into this or read some books, you will see that everybody's going to say, as a natural lifter, when you're just starting out, you can build up to 10 pounds of muscle per year when everything is dialed in. So generally, let's say around 1 pound of muscle per month, therefore 10 pounds of muscle in the first year. This is possible, but it's very, very rare. I have rarely seen it, and I certainly I was not able to do that at all when I started lifting. That was, I was 14, 15 years old. I was very overweight. And of course, the first 10 years of lifting, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. My workout buddy and I would just go to the gym and be like, what are we doing today? I don't know, let's do some chest, or like this, big bodybuilder here is doing that. Let's try to do that. That is certainly not what you should do. So how long is it going to take to see results? In the first few months, even 2 to 3 months, you're going to have huge, huge, huge improvements in strength, because even 2 workouts a week. So please remember, you don't need to live in the gym. You don't need to be there 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. 2 workouts per week, 45 to 60 minutes each time, are going to be such a huge positive stimulus to your muscles to grow, especially if you've never been in a gym, or if you've maybe been in a gym like 10, 15 years ago, and you're basically now almost starting as a complete beginner, which is a great thing, by the way, because now you can build more muscle than at any other point in your life. In the first 2 to 3 months, you will see huge improvements in strength. Like, you will get a lot stronger. After that, in let's say 3 to 12 months, so anywhere, let's say the first 6 to 12 months, you will probably be building around, it's hard to say, but anywhere between maybe 4 and 8 pounds of muscle. I can tell you that most people who actually train hard, are consistent, know at least basics of how much protein they should eat and how to control their nutrition and sleep and recovery, will probably build around 5 to 6 pounds of muscle per year. Now, this is, of course, there's always going to be somebody who says, that's not true, I built 10 pounds of muscle. Sure you did, I hope they did, but this majority of time, this does not happen. It's simply slower than we think. And then, once you've had at least a year of proper lifting under your belt, and let's say you built 5 to 8 pounds of muscle in the first year, the second year, it's probably going to be up to 50% less from what you got the first year. So it's even less than that. So basically, it takes 2 to 3 years of proper lifting when most things are dialed in. Your sleep, your recovery, nutrition, training, lowering stress, all of these things that matter when it comes to building muscle. It's probably going to take 2 to 3 years to actually have a very significant, huge transformation when it comes to how you visibly look, how much muscle you have, how strong you are, at least 2 to 3 years. So really, at the end of the day, what you want to see is, or what you want to focus on, instead of saying, how many months, how quickly can I build a large chest or big biceps or whatever it is, really the game here is, how can I fall in love with this so that I do it consistently for years, ideally for the rest of your life? That should be the question you should be asking yourself. And please remember, one thing that I can't not talk about, even if it's not popular, I have to tell you this, all of the health and fitness, or let's say fitness IG and YouTube influencers, 99.99999% of them are on massive amounts of steroids. They have eating disorders. All they think about is this. They usually live in their mom's basement or live in the gym or just spend 5 hours a day in the gym 7 days a week. Not because they need to and not because you should. It's because they don't know how to train. This is one of the biggest things that I've learned after being a fitness coach for 16 years and helped transform over 1,200 clients so far, one of the things that I've learned is vast majority of people who have great physiques, or at least you look at them and say, hey, that guy really looks good, including bodybuilders, do not know how to lift. And of course, this is like blasphemy. How can you say that if you go to some, fitness expo somewhere and you say to everybody's like, oh, what do you know? Like, hey, they're all bigger than you. Well, yes, but if I took the amount of steroids that they take, I'd probably be 260 pounds. And now I'm 215, 220 pounds, and I've been at the same weight for the last more than 15 years now. Since I basically stopped, I used to be a professional triathlete, and then for many, many years after that, I used to do long distance mountain bike races, 100 milers, 12 hours, 9 hours. So back then, I was probably like 210, 205, 210 pounds at 6'2", so I was way too big for that. But once I stopped that, I really said, okay, I'm just gonna lift and like bike 2 to 3 times a week for fun, not for racing. And I've been at roughly 215, 220 for, again, more than 15 years now. And how long did it take me to build this physique? At least 10 years of proper lifting. But the reason is, it really shouldn't take that long. It can probably take 5 to 6 years if you know what you're doing, which nobody does when they're just starting. So again, if you are a successful entrepreneur and you want to actually do this right from the get-go, then check below this video. You can book a call with me or my team. It's going to show you exactly how I transformed 1,200 clients so far and how my clients are getting way better results and faster results than I used to get when I was young, because I didn't know what I was doing. Now we know very much what we're doing, and our clients are getting phenomenal results, building as much muscle as they can, as they humanly can, within the natty, right? We're not on steroids, we're against them because we have brains and we want to live long, etc. So please remember, all of these people are roided out of their mind, like every single one of them. So you should not look at what they do and then be like, hey, this guy built 20 pounds of muscle in a year, I should do the same. Well, unless you want to take all the steroids and shorten your life and have roid rage and basically like kill all of your health parameters, which then raises all the risks of heart attacks and cardiovascular diseases. Unless you want to do that, you will not be able to build that much muscle. So please remember, this is a simple reality check that it's going to take you 2 to 3 years at least. It may be you're genetically gifted. I wouldn't count on that because statistically we're not. 90+% of us fall into the average category when it comes to building muscle, and therefore you should not expect some amazing results because you're probably going to be disappointed. So please remember what you can expect in the first year, anywhere 5 to 6, maybe a bit, 1 or 2 pounds up or down from that of muscle gained in the first year. Are you going to have huge improvements in your strength? Yes. Are you going to have huge improvements in your overall health? Yes. Are you going to look and feel better and have huge improvements in your energy levels? Absolutely. But are you going to get ripped? And if that is, even your goal, then that's not going to happen in a year. That's probably going to take at least 2 to 3 years, if not longer. I would say every person who you see who has a great physique, please remember, they've probably been in a gym for more than 10 years, and at least 5 of those, even more than that, have been proper lifting. So just wanted to give you a reality check that things take longer than we want. It's just like building a business. Can I build $1 million business in 30 days, in 90 days? No, you can't. It takes many, many years to get the skills for that. It's very similar here. It's going to take many years, again, at least 2 to 3, if not 5 or more, to build a great physique, but it doesn't matter. Why does this not matter? Because you should be doing this for the rest of your life. It doesn't really matter whether it takes you 2 years or 4 years to build a great physique. Along the way, you're going to be looking better every 6 months and having more muscle and being stronger every 6 months. And once you get to your maximum natural potential when it comes to building muscle, which is genetically determined, then it's just basically cruising, meaning maintaining for the rest of your life. I've been there for at least, again, 15 years. I look the same 15 years ago and today. The only difference is now I'm 41. Back then I was, 25, but I have the exact same physique and I'm going to just maintain this physique for the rest of my life. That is the goal. So please remember, things take longer than we want. And if you are a successful entrepreneur who wants to know how I've transformed over 1,200 clients so far, please click this video here. It's going to show you exactly how I did that. And if that makes sense, click below this video, book a call to talk with me or somebody on my team. And if we're a match a couple of months from now, you're going to be in absolutely amazing shape and you will have the foundations because you will know how to lift, what to do, what training program to do, how to eat, how to recover, all of these things in the next few months. You can learn that, and then you can just continue on your own until you build your dream physique in the next few years. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.